NBC 51, Rogers.
KPON TV 24, Fort Smith.
Tomorrow night, the Razorbacks take the field in Omaha. Game 1 of the College World Series will have a live report tonight on the run-up to that game.
And rescuers had to save a man who drove a cement truck off a low-water bridge.
Also, a real code blue and a 345-pound bear wanted to a hospital in Virginia.
Good evening. I'm Dina Day.
I'm Don Elkins. Welcome to NBC 2451 News at 10 o'clock.
Well, the baseball Razorbacks...
Live with coverage you can count on in Northwest Arkansas. This is Arkansas's NBC News at 10. With Don Elkins, Dina Day, Chief Meteorologist Rick Catsby's First Alert Precision Doppler Forecast, and sports with the Arkansas's NBC Sports Team.
Tell you about it, plus more news on Springdale's Bartley Webb. It's all later in your Razorback Nation.
Now, with Northwest Arkansas News, always, this is KNWA Live at 10.
Good evening, I'm Neely Jones.
And I'm Don Elkins. Welcome to KNWA Northwest Arkansas News at 10 o'clock.
In breaking news tonight, a fire...
He's on the loose, he's wanted for attempted murder, and that man could be more dangerous than ever. Tonight, the search for Corey Wolf intensifies. I'm Brad Reed, and the Fox News Edge starts now. Authorities looking high and low tonight for Corey Wolf.
We get called for the bad guy on the run. We don't play traffic control.
Chelsea Edwards live in the studio with the very latest. Also tonight, we'll tell you the 8 foods every pet should stay away from. J.R. Davis tells us the problem facing Republicans in the race for the House and Senate, and a psychologist takes the stand in a Benton County murder trial.
He's not the sharpest person walking around on the street.
1 out of 3 adults in the United States are obese.
Huge news in the world of health as junk food being mentioned in the same sentence as cocaine and heroin. And 24 fans, the clock is ticking toward its final hour.
We're running out of time. Let's go.
We've got these stories, plus a packed sportscast and crazy over-the-edge news.
It's just great to have that bond between us where he kind of picks up on my breathing and I can pick up on his.
Center your breathing. Make sure your pets are centering their breathing tonight on Fox News Edge. Thanks for joining us tonight. Let's get right to the news. The search has intensified in Benton County for a man believed...
Live from the Dixon in HD and your home for Super Bowl 52 and the Olympic Winter Games. Nate Custer, Marissa Kargas, and Chief Meteorologist Dan Scott. This is KNWA News at 5. Now, from the station proudly serving the Northwest Arkansas community, this is KNWA News at 10 in high definition.
Good evening, I'm Jonathan.
Now, from the station proudly serving the Northwest Arkansas community and your home for the Olympic Winter Games, this is KNWA News at 10.
Live from the Dixon in HD, Joanne Bauer and Weather Authority Dan Scott. This is Fox 24 News at 5:30. Live from the Dixon in HD, this is the Fox News Edge at 9.
Thanks for joining us this evening.
Live from the Dixon in HD, this is Fox 24 News at 5:30, your home for Super Bowl 51.
Proudly covering the Northwest Arkansas community, this is KNWA Today.
It is 5 o'clock on this Labor Day Monday. Welcome into KNWA.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Proudly covering the Northwest Arkansas community, this is KNWA News at 5.
Northwest Arkansas population is growing more racially and ethnically diverse. Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jennifer Pignati. KNWA's
proudly covering the Northwest Arkansas community. This is KNWA News at 6.
The snow may be letting up, but the wind chill tonight is expected to be brutal. Good evening.
You're watching KNWA News at 6 with Nate Custer, Jennifer Pignati, Chief Meteorologist Dan Scott, and your Pig Trail Nation report with Drew Ammon. Closed captioning is sponsored by Air Control. Proudly covering the Northwest Arkansas community. This is KNWA News at 7 on KXNW.
Hey, good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight at 7. I'm Chelsea Helms. As more people make their way to North...
Proudly covering the Northwest Arkansas community. This is KNWA News at 10.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight at 10 on your Christmas Eve. I'm Anna Darling. A big part of
taking you further. This is Fox 24 News at 7.
Well, this morning on Fox 24 News, a doctor accused of Medicaid fraud is in police custody. What security footage revealed to investigators about his time taking care of patients.
Live, your news. You're watching Fox 24 News at 5:30.
If your child can't read, their free or reduced lunch could be on the line.
Your life, your news. You're watching Fox 24 News at 9.
The reversal of Roe v. Wade is a blow to a lot of women across the nation, but it also hits home for the LGBT.
Taking you further. This is Fox 24 News at 9.
Good evening, folks. Welcome into Fox 24 News at 9. I'm Perry Elliott Durrani. Now, another northern Arkansas farmer tells
KFAA TV 51 Rogers.
TV 24 Fort Smith Fayetteville.